Welcome back, guys. Wouldn't be the wannabe news station or this old house. I guess it's going to be the Nilsson's project right here. Well, I'm working on this generator right here. It's a GENMAX GM5500i. It's got an indicator over here on the control box over here that it's not getting power. Some kind of a problem with it not getting power. I've changed things. I've undisconnected it. I've disconnected the batteries. I've gone in and took the circuit board apart and disconnected it for a week. Still not doing it. So let me go ahead and show you real quick. Hurry and pop this off and show you exactly where it's at, where you have to go. So you actually got to come on over on this side right here. Here's all your controllers and stuff right here. You'll end up undoing all these screws right here. So I'm going to go ahead and undo these screws real quick and we'll be right back. Alrighty, so you've probably got 6 screws there. You undo those screws, you pop this off right here. Then you have the control box, the brain of the machine here, right here. Circuit board or whatever you want to call it. You end up taking this out, which is this right here. You end up taking this out, undo all these plugs. You got a blue, brown, and a white. If you ain't good at remembering things, of how things go back together, word of advice. You know, back in Vietnam, we learned this back in Vietnam. We take your phone and we take a picture. Then we can remember how it went back together if we don't remember how to put it back together, you know, if you're that forgetful in 5 seconds. But if you tear it apart and leave it apart for a while, then back in Vietnam, word of advice, that picture will come in handy. So this is the old one. It's junk, obviously, because it kept giving me an error if it won't power up. So I put the new one in. When I plugged it in, it would pulse like it wanted to do something, but it wouldn't do it. It'd give me just a flash of a light and that's it. A lot of things I've read about, they said it was because the generator lost its gen. You know, the voltage to regen or whatnot. They say it loses its magneto or whatever. That's what I've been hearing, seeing. But I changed that out, replaced that. I also ended up changing out these breakers because when it was doing that, it would actually pulsate and give me a little bit of power, just a flash, real quick flash. Well, then they stopped working the GFI plugs on them when it reset. So I pounded on this one to see if I can just kind of tap it. Maybe knock it loose, knock some sense up to its mind. No, I broke it, so I changed them out. So now, we'll go ahead and put these screws back in. You know, it's not really that hard. 2 Phillips screws right here, 2 grounds. Pop that out real carefully. Disconnect the battery, negative. Pop that out, pull the plugs out. Very carefully, delicate stuff. Let me try and put these screws in. I'm using my cordless drill here, my 1/4" impact gun. I love this thing. I got more than just one of these. I got multiple. Probably got maybe 8 of these. Use them on everything. So let me hurry and go put these in. When you do that with these, don't over torque them. Barely pull it in on the trigger to tighten them up. If you're not good at that, then you better do it by hand with the screwdriver. So hold on, let me hurry and put these back in. So anyways, guys, we got those 6 screws in. Before you put this back on, you want to make sure you got your battery connected back up. So we've already done that. You know, on the back of this panel here, this panel right here, you undo these 6 screws here. You'll have to undo your throttle and your choke and fuel right there to get to the back of here to change out your plugs. We've already changed them out. We're not going to pull that back apart, but a piece of cake. Once again, back in Vietnam, we learned that if we ain't very good at remembering things, take a picture with our phone so we knew how to put it back together. So now, the moment of truth. Let's go ahead and fire this up and see if we're getting any power. Green light's on. This light's not on no more. So that's a good sign. I don't know what they're saying, but it looks like it works for me. The customer complained it wasn't working. It works for me after you change the broken part. The customer's going to be happy and satisfied. But the generator's working and shining bright for them. Now they can get on their camping trips. But like they say, if the women don't find you handsome, by golly, they ought to find you handy. Even though we are doing a video about a generator not putting out power. Now it's putting out power. Now we can run our popcorn machine at home to make popcorn for the next movie. But anyways, like they say, now you know the rest of the story. Good day.